What's up, guys? It is Mercules here, and this is going to be my second ever Halo 4 commentary. Now, this is going to be part one of a three-part series I'm going to do, which I have decided to call The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Halo 4. And obviously, as this is part one, I'm going to be discussing the good. And about the gameplay real fast, this is the first gameplay I ever got in Halo 4. It was like the second day it came out. I think I go 21-2 or something. My loadout is DMR primary, pistol secondary, frag grenades, Promethean vision, shielding, and dexterity. So yeah, that's my loadout. I do not use this loadout anymore, but I do like Promethean vision, and that is one of the things I like about the game. But I'm not just going to talk about the multiplayer, though. I'm going to focus mainly on the multiplayer. I'm just pretty much going to list everything that I like about the game, and I didn't write this down, so hopefully I don't forget anything. I had a big, long list in my head earlier. But the first thing I want to talk about is the core, Halo Reach, or not Halo Reach, Halo 4 at its core. I like the game at its core. What Halo 4 is, I like. I feel like it is a Halo game. It's not anything else. Like, it is Halo to me. I recognize it as that. And so I like that. I like that they didn't change the core of the game enough to where it doesn't feel like Halo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it necessarily doesn't feel like Halo 3, it feels more like Halo Reach, and I know some people don't think Halo Reach was, you know, a real Halo game because of the fact that there were armor abilities and everything. But I kind of like the fact that they made the armor abilities not as big of a deal in this game. Like, they still affect the game, but in Halo Reach, it seemed like the armor abilities like just completely changed the complexion of the game. And in this, it doesn't really seem like they do so much. Having an armor ability isn't going to necessarily make or break the game for you. It might help a little bit, or it might hurt you if someone has a particular one, but I don't think it's necessarily going to, you know, change the game the way it did in Halo Reach. So that's one of the things I liked about it. Change it up real fast. I like the campaign, and I like the achievements that come with the game. Now, I know that's probably not that big of a deal for some people, but for me, one of the major bummers of Halo Reach was that I didn't really think the campaign was that good. I thought it was enjoyable to play, but I didn't really like the ending. Halo Reach's campaign didn't really have the replayability for me that a game like Halo 3 did, and that a game as in Halo 4 does. Halo 4 really has good replayability for me in the campaign, and what kind of contributes to that is not just how fun the levels are, but also the fact that the achievements are much better than Halo Reach's. Halo Reach didn't have any achievements that were like hard to get in the campaign. So I got them all pretty much in one or two run-throughs, and then I was like, oh, well, I don't need to play this anymore. There's no more achievements for me to get. Halo 3 had something that I really liked, which was the score achievements, where you had to get over a certain amount of points. I thought that was really awesome. I wish they put score in Halo 4, but I still like the achievements that they put in Halo 4, because I feel like it really promotes replaying the campaign a couple of times and trying to get all the way through it. So I like those two things about Halo 4. And then moving on to multiplayer, I know a bunch of people complain about the fact that there's no small maps in this game, and I agree with that, that I think there should be more small maps, like more Guardian stuff like that. But I actually like the maps that are in this game. There aren't really any maps that I just absolutely don't like. Now, I personally don't like Meltdown very much, but that's the only one, and I think considering the number of maps there are, that's a pretty good ratio, that I like almost all the maps in the game. So good for them. I think they made good maps. Now, they're a little cluttered. I find myself getting caught on things way more than I did in the other Halos because there's so many more just, you know, overall items that are everywhere around here. But I actually do like the maps. I have an enjoyable time playing on pretty much all of them. I really like all of them. It doesn't ever, like for me, I'm never like, oh crap, we got this map, and then I quit the game. It's not really like that. I can pretty much play on all the maps. Other things I like, actually the ability to not pick up grenades is something that I'm really finding is favorable for the game. I find that it stops people from grenade spamming a lot more simply because they can't. And I don't know if I'd notice it if you could pick up grenades. I don't know if it'd be significantly worse. But to me, it seems like a pretty good deal that you can't pick up grenades. It seems, you know, pretty fair. And I don't really find myself raging about getting killed by grenades all that often. So that's definitely a good sign. The loadouts. I really love the idea of loadouts. I think this should have been implemented a long time ago, because to me it's always been like, well, if you want to play, like in Halo 3, you could have played with the BR or the Carbine. It was pretty much like, it wasn't exactly the same thing, but it was pretty much, I mean, they were guns that served the same purpose, and I thought you should have been able to, you know, pick which one you started with, or the assault rifle or something like that. And it was kind of an idea that isn't very popular simply because Call of Duty did it, but really when you look at it, pretty much every first-person shooter has had, you know, the ability to pick what guns you start out with. And Halo was a little bit late to the party, just like Halo was late to the party with making Sprint an all-time ability. So I like the fact that you can pick your loadouts. I like the fact that you can sprint all the time. Both of those, I think, are very good things for this game. I think that's very exceptional. The whole perk system, I'm not going to say I don't like it, because I do like the perks, but I don't really, that just seems a little bit too much like Call of Duty, you know. But to me, I don't get pissed off at any of the perks. I think the perks do good things. The only reason I really don't like it is because it is so Call of Duty. I mean, it's just like, hey, Call of Duty, why can't we, you know, take a couple of your ideas? But that's really the only reason I don't like it. I don't think it makes for a bad game. I think it's completely fine. The instant spawn system. I'm actually a fan of the instant spawn system. It definitely seems to infuriate some people and maybe make some people not that happy with it, but I like the instant spawn system. I think it really speeds up the pace of the games, and I think it really, you know, it just adds something to the game. Maybe I've heard the argument that it's not very good for competitive gameplay, but I mean, and I'm being honest here, I feel like they haven't implemented a true skill system yet, but I definitely feel like there's one at work behind the scenes in the Halo playlist right now, because when I play Team Slayer, or when I play Big Team Slayer, I hardly ever play kids who are just like clueless at the game. Now every once in a while I do, usually if I'm playing with a guest, but I mean, dear God, I go into a big team game and I get matched up with 8 kids who have kill to deaths over 2, and no one has a kill to death under 1. And I mean, that just makes for the most ridiculously competitive game ever, and I don't think instant spawn has taken anything away from that. Now, we have yet to see how it goes with MLG settings, but personally, I don't really pay attention to MLG, so I guess, you know, and they always make their own settings anyway, so we'll just figure out how that works. I like the fact that they took down the bloom a little bit in the DMR, and you can pretty much shoot the DMR, you know, you can kind of shoot it as fast as you want, not completely, but I like that they did that. I'm trying to think of other things that I like. I like all the new weapons they put in, the Promethean weapons. I think that was really good. It brought a whole extra class to Halo that wasn't previously there. I like the binary rifle. I like the incineration cannon. I mean, those guns are ridiculously overpowered, yes, but I mean, come on, what Promethean gun isn't overpowered? I mean, the scatter shot is a less powerful shotgun, but you can shoot way faster. The incinerator cannon is ridiculous. The sniper is ridiculous. I mean, I guess the suppressor sucks, but that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Look out for part 2, and remember to like, favorite, and subscribe for more.